Well, thank you, Mary Ann. I'm Jay Inslee, and I'm here to say that I believe in three things. First, I believe that pound for pound, Eastern Washington University is as dynamic, energetic, and life-changing university as any university in the United States of America. And I believe that. Second, I believe in Zips Bag of Burgers. And third, I believe in short graduation speeches. So, but I gotta defend myself a little bit about this Husky Cougar deal. Look, this morning, one of the graduates was a young man named Keenan Barrow, and I am so proud of this young man because he's the godson of my son and daughter-in-law. I consider myself part of the Eagle flock today, and I'm proud to be part of that great family. And Trudy and I are so glad to be here in Eastern Washington. We raised our three feral boys in the sagebrush Yakima Valley, and it's just great to be back here. There's so many good things happening in the Spokane community, and I'm serious when I tell you Eastern is a unique institution for a lot of reasons. Start with this one. Here at Eastern, about a half of the graduates today are the first members of their families to earn a college degree. This is a remarkable achievement, and it changes the arc of not only their future, but for their children who will follow in their footsteps. So we're here today to celebrate that. And I wanted to just take a moment to share an observation or two about the state that these graduates are entering into. I'd like to share a little bit of worldly wisdom from an old guy, and I'd like to share why I'm confident why this graduating class is going to rock the world. But before I do that, could I ask the graduates to give us a round of applause for the people who've been helping you pay your tuition for the last 4 years? Everybody up here. First, a note about what kind of state you're getting into. This is a great state. It is the most innovative state in the United States, in the most innovative economy in the United States. What we do here is we invent, we innovate, we create, we build. It is in our DNA. It's what we do. And now with this ticket and your creativity, you can continue the tradition of this state of building whole new worlds and whole new industries. Your engineering and computer science degrees are going to help you join the knowledge revolution of Microsoft, Boeing, and Amazon, and thousands other innovators across Washington. Your health sciences and public health graduates are ready to step into the groundbreaking work in our great research centers, in our hospitals and clinics, in our life science startups. And believe me, after listening to Jennifer, I'm going to go see my hygienist tomorrow as soon as I can. At Eastern, you've got an acclaimed writing center. The guy who spoke this morning, the graduating class, had a New York Times bestseller. This is a creative state. You are a creative class. And now you have an incredible opportunity like nobody else in any other state in the United States. So the world is your oyster, and education is the key. You know that, I know that. My dad was a biology teacher. I've seen the people that he taught, what they've done with their lives. And now that you've grabbed the brass ring, it's a great day in your future. And just don't take me for a description of how great this state is. Business Insider magazine just recently named us the #1 economy in the whole United States of America. We ought to be proud of that. There's a reason for that. The reason is we are leading the world in technological advances. We're leading the way in clean energy that we know is necessary. We're one of the top states in perfecting a way to store clean energy. We've perfected and commercialized the new vanadium grid scale storage batteries so we can integrate wind energy into the electrical grid. We're leading the way in advanced manufacturing. I think this is pretty cool. You know, we're the largest manufacturer of carbon fiber that goes into the electric car, and the largest manufacturer of polysilicate substrate that goes into solar panels. You know where that is? Moses Lake, Washington, okay? You guys ought to be proud of Moses Lake, Washington. But it's all across the state that you have an opportunity to lead in. But we know we got challenges too. We got big challenges in this state. I just came from a meeting of my fire advisory task force. They're giving me advice about how to fight forest fires that are eating our state alive. And forest fires are eating our state alive. I presided over a fire last year. It burned down the size of the state of Delaware. We know why this is happening. The climate is changing. We know we need to do something about this. We know that that threatens our economy. But here's where you come in. You know where the answer to climate change is? It's in the Eastern Washington University graduating class of 2016. Because this is the class that's going to develop new technologies, that's going to put your marketing skills building new businesses. They're going to put your accounting skills, being the CFO of a clean energy technology company. You guys are the answer. You're going to have careers, and you're going to save our forests in the state of Washington at the same time. So I'm glad you're here, believe me. You're the answer to a lot of problems. And there's another thing that I'm excited about this class. You know, a lot of people say the American dream is dead, that our better days are behind us. You know, this morning I saw your graduating speaker at the morning class was an immigrant from Ethiopia who's now going to work for Amazon. And your afternoon speaker was a farm girl from Usk. There are no better days in the United States of America. For anybody who says the American dream is dead, come to Eastern Washington University. See what we are doing. And I can tell you, you can be anything you want to be. You can be a judge like Judge Murphy. You can be a judge no matter what your ancestry is, whether it's Lithuanian or Italian or Irish or even Mexican. Anybody can be a judge in the United States of America. And we ought to be proud of that fact. And the reason that's possible is because we believe in the power of education. No more so than in Spokane, Washington. And I got to tell you, we've done some good things the last 3 years, but the thing that we ought to be proudest about is our educational achievement. You know what we've done in the last 3 years in our state? We've had the biggest expansion of early childhood education in the history of the state. Every kid's going to get full-day kindergarten. We're going to have smaller class sizes. Teachers are going to get a long overdue pay raise, and every single public college student in the state of Washington is getting a cut in tuition, and that's a good deal, and I'm happy that we are doing that. So you got a great state, but I got two comments, just the one little piece of personal advice. It's not all a bowl of cherries out there. This is a great day for you, you ought to celebrate it. But I will share with you that you will have little upsets along the way. You might lose a job, you might not get a job you want. You might have ill health. You might get tossed out of your apartment. You're gonna have some tough days. I got cut from Little League. I've lost a congressional and a gubernatorial election. I know what that tastes like. But I can tell you that because of this degree, I can tell you every single one of you has the resilience it takes to get off the mat and start throwing punches again. And I know you're gonna do that. And if you ever get down out there, take out this degree and look at it, and remember that old guy, you can't remember his name, but you can remember you can get through whatever that is. Now the third and the last point I want to make is this. We have some big challenges. Your generation has some big challenges. We have an economy that we have to build and rebuild the middle class. We got to make it so you get a fair shake if you work hard in our economy. We have persistent poverty and homelessness, even though we have a burgeoning economy. We have challenges in the environment with climate change or other problems. And there are times that people could become daunted by that and decide not to participate, not vote, not help your community. Just kind of tune out, just kind of cruise, you know? But you can solve these problems, and I'll tell you why I'm confident of your ability to do that. First, we know you're the most brilliant class in Eastern's history. But we know this too. Look at where we have come in the last 50 years. When I was your age, African American people couldn't vote in a lot of places in the United States of America. Couldn't get a hotel room in Louisiana. When I was in high school, can you imagine this? When Trudy was at Ingram High School, we didn't have women's athletics. We had women's only jobs that were in the classified advertisements. And look how far we have come. When you look at how far we have come in 50 years, you ought to have confidence that you can do anything you want as a generation. So I will say, Eastern Washington grads of 2016, go forth, cure cancer, build a middle class, solve climate change, do whatever you want. We trust you. Good luck and Godspeed. Take care.